welcome back. It's been a while. It seems I post a video every 2 weeks. Just a busy schedule. Anyway, today we're flying the Fiat G91 YS. Pretty much the same airplane as the G91. The only thing is a bunch of modification, and as you can see on here, dual jet engines. So big difference. Engines overheat fairly quickly, but you put it at a 20-degree angle and put your afterburners on and you will climb. That's one of the benefits I like of this airplane. There's a lot of options you can have. Armaments, you can have bombs, you can have rockets, you can have AIM-9Bs. I can tell you this much. Trying to get to your AIM-9, did I say B's or was it A's? Anyway, trying to get to your rockets, your AIM-9, gotta think here for a second. So anyway, to get to your rockets, you will be frustrated. Very frustrated, because every game you get into with this airplane, you kind of outranked. You end up with MiG-21s, the AV-8s, any Harrier you can think of, the Su-25s, I think. What else? There are so many airplanes that actually have missiles, good missiles, that you barely stand a chance, and you really have to sneak by. And the way I did it when I was trying to get to my rockets or my AIM-9s, I was putting my little mouse rockets on there, and I was just, and that even getting to that point was frustrating, just to get those rockets. But anyway, then you just start to ground pound vehicles, flak, howitzers, artillery, anything you can think of, and hopefully the enemy will not see you. Now, during the course of all this, I learned one good thing, well, that helped me a little bit, that if a missile is fired at you and you fire a rocket or a mouse, the actual missile will start following your rockets, and that's kind of like a rocket flare. So I've done that several times with a lot of luck, well, and it worked. So I survived, but only you get overwhelmed most of the times, and then game over. But anyway, it is possible with your rockets to survive a missile attack. So anyways, so during this mission I got my aims, and I'm going high up because I want to stay away from everything, because I want to dive on my enemy, because else I will be too slow. That's another part of this plane. You will be slow. So I'm trying to figure out at this point, like, how many enemies are down there. You know, there's 12 in the game, and I counted, I think, 8. So I was missing 4. I was looking for the other 4, but at some point I thought, okay, this is good enough. Those other 4, they will show up, and I'll just pick a target. I'll pick a target where I think I can deal with this. So let's hope so. And that's usually how my strategy works. I'll climb high, I see how many enemies are down there, and I start counting, and then let's see how many enemies I'm missing. And if it's not too many, I usually dare to go down there. That's a yak is very lucky that I missed all those shots. But anyway, I love the G91. It's a beautiful airplane. Looks great. Typical Italian, I would say. Italian cars, Italian planes, they just look awesome. But it just underperforms in most of the matches. And you just have to be very, very lucky. And sometimes you get in a good game, sometimes you get in a bad game. So, like I said, you have a lot of armament that you can use, bombs, rockets, and missiles. And the 30mm cannons are absolutely amazing. And here you can see that a hit, you don't have to follow that plane all the time. It might die eventually, especially jets, and hit. There's a double strike. So I finally got an airplane down with my missile, so which is awesome. I like it. So now we're back. One rocket left, one missile left, and 2 enemies left, maybe 3. So let's see what we can do. As I said before, the road to get this far with this airplane was painful. And actually, I think what I was trying to do is like, Gaijin came out with this fire protection system, I think, or engine protection system. No, it's fire protection system for your engines. Anyway, I ran into this plane because I never really spaded it. I was like 4 or 5 upgrades away from spading it, and I'm still not there. I just went ahead and got the missiles really quick, but I'm still like 3 away, I think, 4 away, I can't remember exactly. But anyway, that's how I ran into this airplane. I thought, okay, I gotta do a video about this because I like this airplane. It looks beautiful. It's just so frustrating that it's underperforming most of the time, and you really have to be careful. You have to do a lot of defensive flying to stay alive during a game. And as you could see previously, even your aim, your missiles, they don't do a very good job because the enemies, they can outturn my missile. So they pull a lot of G-forces and the missile gets unlocked and they're gone. You're done. So I wasted a lot of missiles before to get a good shot on the target. Now, so I cut a little piece of the video out of here. It was just landing and taking back off. There's 3 enemies left and 2 of us, so it's gonna be kind of iffy. Anyway, so I did notice though that my favorite targets are A-10s. Sounds weird because A-10s are kind of scary and their missiles are pretty sophisticated, and they can target you at a long range. I've seen one come at me from 5-6 kilometers away and it still hit me. I could not escape it. And so, but A-10s are my favorites because if you get on the tail from the A-10, they're slow and defenseless. Now the problem is, if you overshoot and you go too fast, you better be careful, because if they get a lock on you with their missiles, you are in trouble. But that's why I like to pounce on them from way high up and get on their tail, get a few shots off. Usually you get enough shots off to at least hit him or damage him, and at that point you're at the advantage. So anyway, here are my enemies again, and here's where the dance starts. And here's where I was surprised that this MiG-19 is a better turner than me. It turns faster, and I'm putting all hands on deck at some point. I can't get a lock on him because he keeps moving, and a few times it gets in my sights, but I'm having such a hard time to stabilize my guns because I'm coming out of that turn. And here too, So we're dancing away, and here's his buddy who's trying to launch a missile. Luckily missed. And now I've got to determine what is he going to do. He's flying away from me. So here we are, Meg again and I, and it's not working out. This is really interesting. I think eventually I thought I outturn him because the MiG is getting really slow and probably won't turn that well anymore, but I am seriously mistaken. It is outturning me every way possible, and I'm putting flaps in and everything. Very both of us. This is interesting. He can't get really ahead of me, and I can't get ahead of him. We're kind of chasing each other. I'm using everything I got. I'm trying to stay out of his line of fire, and he's doing the same thing. It's like back and forth, back and forth. And every time I think I got him, he's pulling back up again. Obviously, he has more thrust than I do. And alright, I'm gonna go in a loop-de-loop. And that's where I see the MiG-21 coming at me. That's, well, what do? And here too, it's really, really bad aim. I'm coming out of this loop, and I got him, but he got me. But anyway, there's still a good game. 3 kills in a GY. That's pretty awesome. You don't usually get this. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time on the battlefield. Watch for me and say hi. Good luck. Bye.